marriage. Marriage is what brings us together today.
Hello, my name is Robert.
And I'm Roxanne.
And together we're the Stokers. And we're members of St. Thomas Aquinas. We've been members for approximately the last 18 plus years.
And we actually have lived in Ames, Iowa for 20 years. And that being said, we started out at St. Cecilia's because everybody told us that was a church that you go to. That's where family members went. And at the time, our youngest, Chris, was 5 years old, and so we went there until one cold winter morning. The car was not even warm, and we were freezing, and we were driving down Lincoln Way, and we saw the Catholic Church. And you're like, whoa, what are we doing?
Yeah, let's just turn here.
Just do it. It's too cold. And we went and fell in love with the church. It really was a great place. Yes, it was filled with students, but it made us feel alive. And the students were great. And I can honestly say that's probably one of the main reasons that we stayed. Not to say that there wasn't other great things. And as we stayed, we learned about all these wonderful things that the church had to offer, such as the
stone soup suppers, small groups, definitely coffee and donuts on a Sunday.
Yep,
right?
Can't leave Sunday morning mass without coffee and donuts and socializing. And there we met and made many friends that we still have to this day. And like I said, the students, we have been blessed with the students being able to spend time with them through church. Outside of church, we've had them over to our home for the holidays or just for the weekends to play game nights. And I think they've taught us a lot, even about our marriage. And they've helped us grow. And you would think, well, we're older. We should be setting this great example. But watching them just in their spirit of joy and love kind of taught us how to do it with each other and others around. I mean, not that we probably didn't know a little bit, but I would say that they showed just so much vibrance that it just made us feel so good to be around them and try to imitate that joy that they always have.
Well, for those of you that have been going to St. Thomas for a while, recognize that our mission statement is gathered, transformed, and sent. And we just shared with you a couple, occasions when we gather. I mean, of course, at Mass, for sure, right? So small groups. I belong to a men's small group. Roxanne belongs to a women's small group. And
we belong to a Sunday morning couples small group after Mass.
And what's really, really cool about gathering in that church community of STA is that we've been super graced, we've been super blessed, we've met a lot of nice people. We've definitely seen the Holy Spirit in action. We've seen people that care. We see people that forgive.
We can walk away from some of that after we've met somebody and listened to a story or something, and we'll think, wow, maybe we should try that in our marriage. Maybe we should listen a little more, be a little more patient. I mean, we just see so many beautiful things about everybody that goes there. It just fills your heart with joy.
Right, and then let's top that off with some wonderful priests over the 18 years. They've all been very, very wonderful. And the one we have presently now always is smiling.
And it just makes your heart feel good again.
Yeah, so St. Thomas has been very transforming in many, many, many different ways.
It's helped us we've learned more prayer time actually through friends, through other parishioners at St. Thomas that we've talked to, and we've kind of tried it, and it's been wonderful to have that quiet prayer time by ourselves. It's been wonderful
as a couple
to learn to pray together and just spend that time
with Christ.
Yes.
And then also prayer with community. I mean, so so just it's been very transforming. I guess I stumbled on my words there for a moment. I apologize for that, but it really has made us better people in many, many, many ways.
And how to be better spouses to each other. Have that patience, honestly, to learn to have patience and see other people doing that, and talking to other people really just helps. It's being around that company, and you learn through others, and we really have learned through a lot of people there.
Right, and then as far as the sent portion of our mission statement at STA, obviously being a better couple is we've been sent in that regards. But then we've been goaded, maybe I guess when we do listen to God's will in our life from time to time. Not that we're always very good at it, but we try our best. We've participated in things in the community and Little Girls Orphanage. We help and support as much as we can in Nicaragua. just spending more time with friends, listening to their needs, having them listening to our heart and what's on our minds has been really, really cool. And what's really interesting though too about those interactions is that a lot of time they end up in prayer, which is really, really, really cool. So that's been very transforming as well.
Yeah.
So, just want to express our gratitude to St. Thomas Aquinas.
And to the Knights, they have wonderful pancake breakfast.
As well.
Our fish fries, we couldn't live without those. It was so sad this year when it kind of ended early. And I think after all this COVID, I think we have realized how important church really is to us and our church family. Doing it online behind the TV screen is great, but I so miss seeing everybody. So I so look forward to seeing you all again.
Exactly.
And seeing Father again.
And a shout out to the staff at SCA because they genuinely care. I mean, they're there for Father and they're there for us, and they've been just some phenomenal people. As all of you that are listening to this video, our appreciation to you because together we do make St. Thomas Aquinas a family.
So thank you for being part of our family. Good night.
That blessed arrangement, that dream within a dream.
Blooper alert.
Blooper alert.
We opted to include a blooper instead of remaking our video, but we innocently overlooked Casey Flack, our seminarian.
That kindly goaded us into this. I thought he lost his mind when he asked us to do this, but we did it. And anyway, we did want to say thank you, Casey.
Thank you. Thank you again to all of you, our church family.
Bye.
Bye-bye.